Welcome to the EmpowerHer Entrepreneur podcast with Janis Boudreau, the ultimate destination for fearless women business owners ready to conquer their next level of success. Get ready to ignite your entrepreneurial spirit as we dive deep into all things related to building your empire, setting ambitious goals, and scaling your business to new heights. This podcast is your go-to resource for empowerment and encouragement. Tune in every week as we inspire, motivate, and empower you to embrace your full potential as a woman entrepreneur. Hi everybody, it's Janis, and first and foremost I want to thank you for inviting me into your homes and offices every other week while we get out there with this podcast. We talk a lot of things entrepreneur, whether it be my industry or others. And today we're going to talk about staying strategic minded and goal focused as a busy entrepreneur. Well, as a busy entrepreneur, you're juggling a million things at once. But are all of those balls you're keeping in the air actually moving your business forward? Ladies, it's time for a reality check. You might be spinning your wheels on activities that aren't serving your bigger picture goals. Trust me, I get it, and boy have I been there. Running a large foot care company, I constantly have to realign my focus. It's easy to get sidetracked, but I'm learning to catch myself a lot quicker. Let's talk about cleaning your plate of time wasters and staying laser focused on what really matters. Let's get ready to get strategic and supercharge your success. So let's dive in. The importance of being strategic minded as a business entrepreneur. Myself as a busy entrepreneur, you're probably juggling a million tasks at once, but here's the thing. When you're strategic minded, isn't just important, it's the absolute crucial for your success. Let's dive why into this, the mindset I have matters, and how you can cultivate it too. First, clearing the clutter. You know that feeling when your to-do list is a mile long? It's time to get ruthless, ladies. Being strategic means saying no to activities that don't serve your end goals. Take a good, hard look at your daily tasks. Are they moving the needle for your business? If not, it's time to cut them loose. Remember, taking on too much can actually slow you down. It's like trying to sprint with a backpack full of rocks. Lighten your load by focusing only on what truly matters. And I know sometimes when clearing the clutter, it's hard to decide, well, what truly matters. We do have our personal, our family side, and then we do have our business side. But there's a large number of activities. I'm going to name one. Good grief. For me, social media. If I took all the time I spent scrolling over Facebook and Instagram and turned that into something else that I was building, doing, researching, holy smoke, I can't even imagine. I've been successful so far. I can't imagine where we would be. That's one of the things of clearing clutter. Maybe it is, and I'm not saying take away from those activities that give you solace and like myself going for a walk, or this afternoon, woohoo, I have a pool party this afternoon on a Monday with my other lady business friends. That's something I need. I see it as a time, actually, sometimes we talk about business and ideas, so that's not so bad. I'm talking about really more of those wasters. Staying on track, that's, I would say, number 2. Let's face it, distractions are everywhere. 1 minute you're working on a crucial project, the next you're down a rabbit hole of cat videos. Sound familiar? I know quite a few of you on that darn TikTok. But don't worry, we've all been there. The key is to catch yourself quickly and realign your thoughts and actions. Try setting daily goals and checking in with yourself regularly. Ask, is what I'm doing right now helping me to reach my objectives? If not, it's time to course correct. Every morning before I get out of bed, I literally have an idea in my head before my foot hits the ground. Today, what will I be doing for my business, and what will I be doing for my home, and what will I be doing for myself? And I align myself with goals throughout the day, and those activities match. 3, filter for focus. Think of your mind as a sieve. You want to let the golden nuggets of opportunity through while filtering out the noise. This means learning to prioritize ruthlessly. What tasks will have the biggest impact on your business growth? Focus on those most. Sometimes when I do that list of activities, I often have them on my phone. It's just easier. I'm always on the go. I definitely prioritize. Sometimes I change it up. If I can get easier ones done and out of the way quickly, I will do those first. Remember also, being strategic isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. By honing the skill, you'll find yourself making smarter decisions. You're going to stay focused on your goals and ultimately scaling your business more effectively. So, are you ready to get strategic, ladies? Ask yourself that. So, know your big picture, goals, and vision. As a busy, big entrepreneur, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day hustle and lose sight of your long-term objectives. But here's the thing. Knowing your big picture goals and vision is crucial for staying strategic-minded and focused. Let's dive into why this matters and how you can keep your eyes on the prize. And I know I always say, let's dive in. If y'all didn't know me, in my spare time, I'm also a scuba diver. So that's what works for me in my language. So why your big picture matters? Think of your big picture goals as your North Star. They're what going to guide you when you're feeling lost and or overwhelmed. Without them, you might find yourself running in circles, taking on tasks that don't serve your ultimate vision. By having a clear understanding of where you want to go, you'll be better equipped to make decisions that aligned. So, what is your big picture? Maybe get out a pen and a paper later today and say, what is the big picture? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And how are you going to get there? And what are the things that you're going to do to align yourself for that long-term success? So, define your vision. So, how would you define your big picture goals? You should start by asking yourself some tough questions. Where do you see your business in 5, 10, or even 20 years? What impact do you want to make in your industry or community? And what does success look like to you personally and professionally? Don't be afraid to dream big here. Your vision should excite and inspire you, pushing you to grow and evolve. I absolutely have a vision, and that's definitely where we as a company got today. Do I change my vision? Yes, I do. I have a totally new one now. I mean, I was hands-on foot care, and now I'm not. I'm running the company. I'm mentoring. I'm educating. So the vision changes, and it also aligns with my personal life. I needed to step back. I wanted to do more travel, so the vision changed. Align your daily actions with this vision. Once you got your big picture goals in mind, ladies, it's time to put them into action. This means you regularly check in with yourself to ensure your daily tasks are moving you closer to your visions. Ask yourself this. Does this activity contribute to my long-term goals? Is this the best use of my time and resources? Am I staying true to my vision, or am I getting sidetracked? Remember, it's okay to say no to opportunities that don't align with your big picture. In fact, it's necessary if you want to stay focused and strategic in your approach. But don't be afraid to say yes. The more opportunities I said yes to, the better things got for me, the bigger the business got. I stepped out of the box and just said, what if I just say yes? And it generally did absolutely work out. By keeping your big picture goals and vision at the forefront of your mind, you'll be better equipped to navigate the challenges of entrepreneurship and stay on track towards your ultimate success. So take some time to reflect, define your vision, and let it guide your daily decisions. Your future self will thank you. Align your daily actions with your goals. So see where I'm going with this, the step by step. All right, let's get real for a second. As a busy entrepreneur, it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of daily tasks and lose sight of your big picture goals. But here's the thing. If you want to crush it in business, you've got to make sure your everyday actions are in sync with your long-term vision. Let's break down how you can make this happen. This is a big one for me. I audit my to-do list. First things first, take a hard look at your daily to-do list. Is it filled with tasks that are actually moving the needle for your business, or are you spending precious time on busy work that's not, and you're really getting you nowhere? Be honest with yourself and ruthlessly cut out anything that's not serving your end game. How about this? Let's get a pen out, ladies. Identify your top 3 business priorities. Evaluate each task against these priorities. Eliminate or delegate a task that don't align. That's a massive one for me too. When I switch to delegation mode, so much more gets done. So you've got your vision, your 5, your 10-year. Then you've got your strategic vision goals for your business. Then you've got your tasks that you need to do and the tasks that you're doing in a big, long-ass list. Get your pen out. Start to cross them off. What doesn't serve you and what can be. Put a big D next to delegate, meaning maybe someone else can do it to you. Maybe, like for me, I needed help with social media. I started to use, first it was a bookkeeper, now a large accounting firm. There were things to change to get stuff off your list that can propel you forward. Create a goal-focused schedule. Now that you trim the fat from that to-do list, it's time to structure your day around your goals. Block out time for the activities that directly contribute to your business growth and scaling efforts. This might mean dedicating the first 2 hours of your day to strategic planning, or even setting aside specific times for client outreach. It just depends where you're at in your business. Remember, your calendar is a reflection of your priorities. If you're not seeing your big goals represented in your daily schedule, it's time for a change. I know myself when I transitioned from foot care into more management. I gotta drink some water. I'm talking so fast, ladies, today. One of the biggest things that I did is I created a CEO Monday. I had moved away from hands-on foot care, and I created a Monday on my schedule, which, as you can see, is today. So it is filled with activities in the morning, again, pool party in the afternoon, but that are going to be so focused on my business. I am now full-time managing, so pretty much the rest of the week, I always book everything in between 9 and 1 o'clock, leaving mentorship and different meetings I have for the afternoon, but I do stay absolutely very focused. Check in and course correct. Let's face it, we all get off track sometimes. And the key is to catch yourself quickly and course correct. Set up regular check-ins with yourself, maybe daily or weekly. And this is what I do on Sunday nights. Do you know on Sunday nights I review my schedule for the next week? I see what works, what doesn't work, what I need to cut out of there, stuff I needed to add in. And I assess whether my actions are still aligned with my goals. You need to ask yourself, am I making progress towards my main objectives? Have I veered off course? If so, why? What adjustments do I need to realign my efforts? By staying vigilant and making small tweaks as needed, you'll keep yourself on the path to success. So instead of me waiting for a whole month, if I'm doing that on the Sunday night as a quick review, I am not being that overwhelmed, anxiety-filled person that I can be at the end of the month because I wasn't vigilant. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistently strategic in your approach to business and to life. Prioritize your most strategic-minded tasks. So, as a busy lady entrepreneur, you're probably juggling a million tasks at once. But here's one thing. Not all tasks are created equal. To stay strategic-minded and goal-focused, you need to prioritize like a boss. Let's get into how you can make this happen. Identify your game changers. First things first, take a big step back and look at what your to-do list is. Which tasks are going to move the needle? These are your game changers. Maybe it's that big pitch to a potential contract, or developing a new product that you're going to sell in one of your clinics, or how you're going to do things in home business. Whatever it is, these tasks deserve the lion's share of your attention and energy. So don't get bogged down in the small stuff. Sure, answering emails and organizing your desk are important, but they're not going to skyrocket your business to the next level. Be ruthless in identifying what really matters. So for myself, I take it either ways, because sometimes if I can get the small stuff out of the way in 30 minutes and clear it for the rest, I will. But I do stay very hyper-focused daily, weekly on what is going to bring me the most for my business and for my life, for that matter. I mean, you talk about an advanced lifestyle. That's how you definitely have one when you're this strategic and planned. Time block like a pro. Once you've identified your strategic priorities, ladies, it's time to make sure they actually get done. Enter time blocking. This just isn't about scheduling. It's about creating sacred spaces in your day for those high impact tasks. Again, my CEO Mondays, I've got from 9 to 1. You might be a person who's still doing, say, home visits, or you're doing care, or you're seeing clients or patients. You're doing your daily business thing. So that might mean, I hate to say it, like, you're waking up at 7 a.m. and you're blocking off from 7 to 8. Or maybe you are finishing your day a bit early on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3:30. So from 3:30 to 5:30, same thing, you can stay hyper-focused about these activities. These are all just some ideas. If you set aside even just 2 hours each day for your most important strategic work during this time, shut off your notifications, close your emails, focus like your business depended on it, because it really does. It's one thing to say you're doing swell and you're getting more clients and you're doing things, but the minute you start to back down, and I actually settle into happiness, I guess you could say, growth kind of stops. Oh, here's a big one I'm realizing to talk about. Learn to say no, or at least not now. Here's a hard truth. You can't do everything, and trying to will only slow you down. Get comfortable with saying no to tasks, projects, or even opportunities that don't align with your strategic goals. Remember, every yes to something that's not a priority is a no to something that is. Remember that. Every yes to something that's not a priority is a no to something that is. It's not about being rude or unhelpful. It's about respecting your time and your business or personal goals. By focusing on these strategies, you'll find yourself naturally aligning your daily actions with your long-term vision. It takes practice, I know. Believe me, I'm still working on it. But soon you'll be catching yourself quicker, and when you start to veer off track, you stay focused, stay strategic, and baby, watch your business soar. One of the biggest changes I did was this next thing, which is delegate and outsource non-strategic work. You've got a million things on your plate, but here's the thing. Not all of those tasks are created equal. We already know that. Some are crucial for business growth, while others, well, they're just eating up your precious time. Let's talk about clearing the plate. Identify your time suckers. So remember we had that list, and I was telling you about putting a D. I'm kind of going back to that. Take a good hard look at your daily routine. What tasks are gobbling up your time without moving the needle? Maybe it's answering every single email, managing your social media accounts, or getting caught up in endless meetings. These are your time suckers, and it's time to bid them farewell. So embrace the art of delegation, which is hard for me because I always think I can do everything better and best by myself, and I don't need anybody. I say to myself, I'm a superwoman. But even superheroes need sidekicks. So start delegating those non-strategic tasks to your team. Trust me, it's not admitting defeat, it's smart business. Your assistant could handle your inbox. Your social media guru could take over those accounts, and you get a project manager who could run meetings. Suddenly you've got room to breathe and think big picture. But everybody is not where I'm at, where you might not have anybody on your team, as in employees. I am telling you, if you cannot find out there right now in this amazing digital world people to help you, I'm talking accounting, social media, video creation. I'm talking about getting apps, getting things that help with creation. I mean, even simply Canva. Do you know when I first started out, I remember deciding social media was such a big deal. For me, I used to actually plan even 6 months of social media at a time. So what I would have a day, and if you're in creation mode and you've got Canva, and it was Hootsuite that I had at the time. I could actually plan 6 months ahead. Why? Because I also wanted to travel a lot. I wanted to be gone away. So it's not always those people. Like, you can create outsiders to be on your team, and they can come in many different forms. Like I said, if you don't have a team, no problem. There's a whole world of freelancers and virtual assistants out there ready to take on your non-strategic work. From bookkeeping to graphic design, you can find someone to handle just about everything. It might feel weird at first, but once you see how much time you're saving, you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Just remember, time equals money. So keep your eyes on the prize. Remember, your job as an entrepreneur is to steer the ship, not swab the deck. By delegating and outsourcing, you're freeing up your mental energy for the big stuff, strategizing, innovating, and growing your business. It's all about working smarter, not harder. I think that might be on my gravestone. I want to mention that. So anyway, so go ahead and clear that plate and focus on what really matters. Your future self and your booming business will thank you. And I know sometimes there can be money constraints, but like I said, when you make some of these changes, it also increases profit in no time. Schedule focused time for strategy and planning. In the whirlwind of this entrepreneurship, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day hustle. But here's the thing, if you're not taking time to step back and look at the picture, you're doing yourself a disservice. You have to block it off like it's hot, ladies. First things first, you got to treat your strategy time like it's VIP on your calendar. Block off a chunk of time each week. Maybe it's just 2 hours every Friday morning or an hour. Whatever works for you, the key is to make it non-negotiable. This is your time to zoom out and think big picture thoughts. Some of my best time was spent always on a Friday at 4 o'clock before anybody was home with a glass of wine, sitting at my porch, staring at my fountain. Some of the biggest and best business ideas came out in that 1 hour, when I was relaxed and I allowed myself to dream and dream big. So create your strategy sanctuary. Find a space where you can really dig into your strategic thinking without distractions. It could be a quiet corner in your office, a coffee shop, or even a park bench. The location doesn't matter as much as your mindset. This is your time to brainstorm, plan, and dream big for your business. So prep like a pro. Before your focus time, gather all the tools you'll need. It could be a laptop, a notebook, or even a vision board. I'll be honest, I use my phone, and I am a famous talk-to-texter, and so I have a special note section in my phone, and as the thoughts come and flow, I am talking to text right into it and saving it, and then I prioritize. So I mix it up a bit. I don't let my strategy time become a snooze fest. I keep things fresh by varying my approach. So sometimes I'll be focusing on long-term goals, short-term goals. I try not to get caught too much on one thing, but at least that one thing, I stay focused on it. And at the end of all your strategy sessions, take a few minutes to reflect on what you've accomplished and what you learned. Use the insight to continually refine your approach to these focus times. And just remember, the goal is to make these sessions as productive and impactful as possible for your business growth. By prioritizing this focused strategy time, you're giving yourself the gift of clarity and direction. It's like hitting the reset button on your entrepreneurial journey, ensuring you're always moving forward with purpose and intention. I think for myself, eliminating time wasters and distractions. Let's face it, as a busy entrepreneur, your time is precious. You can't afford to waste it on activities that don't move the needle for your business. We talked about the list, we talked about delegation, we talked about time wasters. So what are those things? Identify your time thieves. First and things most, you need to figure out what's stealing your time. Is it endless social media scrolling, unnecessary meetings, or maybe it's a chatty coworker who always wants to gossip. Maybe it's a family member who's absolutely draining you. Maybe you've got a friend that you need to, I hate to say, sometimes I've changed my friendship. I've changed my groups. In time, I do hang out now with more entrepreneurial or business women. Actually, the pool party today, I think absolutely everybody is in business except for, I think we got one principal of a school there, but that's like running a business anyway. So even changing those different things are important to add to your daily of what you're doing. Embrace the power of focus. In today's world of constant notifications and distractions, try techniques that it's like 25 minutes of focus work and then a 5-minute break. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's the Pomodoro method. It's where, because not everyone can do like that 2 hours. I can, just so you know, I can go in the rabbit hole and not come out for 5 hours. But that's not everybody. So the Pomodoro method, 25 minutes of focus time, and get up and walk around for 5 minutes. And honestly, they can keep you absolutely laser focused. And a big thing too is when you're delegating the tasks that don't require your unique skills or expertise. And for repetitive tasks, look for always ways to automate. That's another big one. I am a huge automated person. I have so many things running on Automate that I could. It not only saves time, but it saves money. Because remember, eliminating the time wasters isn't about being perfect. It's about continually improving. And you're getting quicker or catching yourself. But by consistently working on it, you'll find yourself with more time and energy to focus on what truly matters. I hope that you guys all make sure to look at your schedules. And now that create a buffer zone. Life happens and unexpected things pop up. Build in some breathing room by adding buffer zone between your appointments. This extra cushion helps you to stay calm and collected, even when surprises throw you off course. Oh my gosh, that was my biggest default, was back to back to back. Why the heck am I doing back to back to back? I don't even have to do that. If everything goes smoothly, you'll have bonus time to tackle those nice to-do items on your list. By optimizing your calendar, you're not just managing time, you're creating a roadmap for success. Remember, a well-organized schedule is your ticket to staying strategic-minded and goal-focused. So go ahead and give your calendar a makeover, ladies. Your future self will be very, very happy. You're not alone in feeling overwhelmed. I know myself as an entrepreneur, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day hustle and staying focused and trying to review all your big picture goals. That's what sticky notes for. That's what for places in your phone to hold all these, amazing, awesome ideas. And it's hard to focus on not getting sidetracked by non-essential activities. Go with your gut. You really do. You have to not be afraid to make some of these changes in your life. A lot of us get very overwhelmed because we're parents, we're sisters, we're mothers, husbands, whatever we are. You can get lost in that too. So being strategic minded to be successful means I know how to have family time, personal time. I know how to live an advanced lifestyle, but I also know how to stay laser focused. I catch myself sooner, and I hope with some of the tips and everything we gave you today, ladies, that you can also do the same. We do always are here for you. I have other clinical partners. We are always here to help if you have absolutely any questions. But I think from today you can see it's such a dramatic difference. I think you can trust that I built this company from a bag in my trunk, working by myself, to now having 17 staff members, 14 of which are foot care practitioners. I didn't do that with a jumbled schedule. I didn't do that because I wasted my time. I use my time extremely efficiently. So hopefully you can stay focused and learn from today's podcast a bit. Anyway, cheers, and I hope absolutely everybody has an amazing week.